Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in the land of Quester. We're picking up where we left off. We kinda got destroyed by the final boss a little bit with our previous party build, and so we're leveling up some other characters, leveling up some items and some other stuff. And I was actually thinking about going back to the first area to check to see if there was a wandering boss that maybe we missed. Because I think I didn't see something in that area. So yeah, we are gonna just wander around here for a bit. We're gonna fight as it is and look for what could be missing. Because I think we pretty much cleared the other areas for a very long time, but we kind of finished this area a little faster than the others. That's not gonna help us level up, but it will put me at peace of mind. Cool, that should do for it. So I'm just gonna kind of wander around and attack the bosses. So I don't think getting any of the item chests is gonna matter on this area. Come see these guys over here. Kinda wish there was a way to force harder enemies in a way that they would be the stronger ones and not just more hit points, because while that flashlight thing will make them stronger, it does not make them tougher variants. But there's a few things I'm probably gonna try. It's like if I come across a red enemy, I might try to run from them a few times to see if I can re-roll it into a boss that I haven't seen or a monster I haven't seen. I think there's something I missed in this area. Because I spent a lot of time running from monsters, not fighting them early on. Because I do think the beginning of the game was rougher than any part after it. You're a tougher enemy, Variant, but you don't have anything new. So I'll just try running from it a couple times and see if anything rolls in that's different. If it's always the same enemy types, then I guess that's that, but... But either way, adventure continues. Let's give it another try. Go up and around again. I mean, heck, maybe I'll put on the flashlight. I'll let it be a little tougher. Let's see if that does anything for us. Maybe it has something to do with the smaller ones, because there's not too many of those enemies. Like, I'm talking about like these ones that hang around the mushrooms, because there's only like 3 or 4 of those bundles, but there's like 10 of the other ones, so maybe it has to do with their boss variants rather than the other ones. I'll see if I can't get this to change enemies, because like I don't know like if they can change configuration or just where they are in the battle. I'm experimenting. Is it still the same enemies? It is the same enemies, they just change position. Okay. So you can't change which enemies you're facing too much. Unfortunate. So what can I do to test this theory? Well, since I think it's those guys, it just means I only fight those guys and reset. It's like I can go back early. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can go up, left, down and around. Well, or I can go down and around, so that might be faster. So we'll go down first. So maybe I'll do a few faster runs to see if I get this. If I don't get this within like another 10 or 15 minutes, I'm gonna assume that I'm doing something wrong. So I tried looking up what what I'm missing, and this was probably the final boss, but it looks like this 33 might be a rare variant of the big barnacles. So we are gonna poke around a bit. I do want to get it. I guess it's both rare and it runs away, so it says you should be over leveled, and if this isn't over leveled, then I don't know what is, so. Found a weapon on their back, but that's interesting. Not helpful, but interesting, because those are not very strong weapons. But, yep, we got one more to kill. Yeah, because if it's a big variant monster, it's probably only going to show up in the red fights anyway. And every time I went to the spider ones, it's always like just spiders and these beetles. We're trying, but like... Look at you managing to get a level off this. What a trooper. Yeah, the sunlight's not going to actually affect what shows up from what I've determined. It is just going to affect how much experience I get. Definitely a case where I kind of wish it would give me some harder variants. Wish I had an accessory that would just make monsters more likely to be the harder ones. Like the red and purple groups. Maybe it's also towards the end of this level too, because I didn't spend very long at that either. You're a little harder. So I'm gonna actually try running from you to see if it changes anything. It changes what shape you're in. Nope, enemies didn't change. I think it just moves them around, unfortunately. Really wish I could, like, force pop this. I guess this is a way to get gem dudes, though. We got another quester, Suya, who's a scientist. So yeah, this is going to get those for us as well, so it's not completely wasted. Take a look at our friends. Hi, Suya. What do you got going on? You're definitely something, that's for sure. This could be an excuse to put on the live cameras. Like, we certainly do not need to defend ourselves at this point. So it doesn't hurt to split it off to our party members. See, now they should be getting half of the experience that the other ones are, not just a quarter, so... It's all just the easiest mobs, it's kind of annoying. I mean, you're slightly spicier. There might be one that spawns here in this lower area, so maybe we should consider that. So maybe I'll put that into the plan. So maybe it's a harder mob than we've been giving it credit for. This area is pretty darn sparse. I do imagine this is something we could also New Game Plus it. So maybe we can look for it there too, so. Alright, so let's move. Actually, we have to wait a turn to move. I guess we're doing one more round. So we do have 20 of the characters, so they're only missing 4 characters, so that's good at least. I guess seeing a bunch of purple enemies over here makes me want to check it out, but... Guess I'm glad I came over. There's another gem thing over here, so... Hey, we got another one of our questers back. That's Juzo. What you got going on? Oh, we don't see him till we're back. I see. guess at least it's a purple one. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's only the red ones, and I haven't seen a red one of these in a long time. I think it's considered a harder variant of it. It's just a single monster. Alright, Juzo, you are a ranger. That's cute. That's a new skill. So you're that kind of ranger, huh? That's funny. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's move. So yeah, we're gonna go on some leveling runs just to get strong enough to fight that final area boss. I think that's a new item. Fortress, huh? That's probably a shield. HP up. Focused attention. Guard. Yep. High performance shield that deploys additional barricades to its left and right when installed. Impressive defensive performance is well documented. It has a daunting presence. That's cute. So the 2 new characters I picked up are gonna gain like 500 levels. But we are going to at least see what they have going on. That did also answer a second question, because I didn't know if it was just experience I'd gotten during that run, or if it was all experience that mattered, because now it's very clear it's just during the run. Because those new characters didn't level up, and they would have if it had been from previous runs, if that makes sense. So yeah, like 3 or 4 runs and she should be near max level herself. I want to get her level 70 skill. Let's take stuff off of you guys so we don't mix it up with people wearing important things. We got a maxed out parrying knife. Good stuff. This is gonna give us a maxed out crowbar. Don't need to level up any squeaky hammers, I think. This will give us a maxed out boomerang. So basically we're filling out the stuff on the bestiary. I mean, the whatever the item version is, Yeah, because now if we look at the arms encyclopedia, like, we've got most of our entries nearly maxed out. Yeah, so let's sort out all these level ups. They're going to be more frequent because we got a higher rate coming in from those accessories. Yeah, obviously the other thing that could happen is we just get stronger from leveling up our weapons. But I don't think damage was our problem, so I don't think that's really the solution. I guess Bob is leveled up and we could swap him out for one of our friends. We have to wait till we're in town for that. Too bad our other stealer didn't get Treasure Hunter yet, or I would have just had them in here getting us more items. Kukuri, huh? So that is another sword. Or blade at least. A curved dagger that is often used by the Gurkhas of Nepal and India. It can be used both for slashing and throwing. Interesting. It's also decently strong. I don't know if I can even make it to anything from here, but we're gonna try. Yep, so we got a few levels up from all over the place. I guess that extra EXP share really is working quite well, for that part at least. Level 20, you get the healing aroma. That's a good one, because that's the same one that we want all of our healers to have as well. You get the recycle bullet skill, of course. Oh, we were gonna trade him out, weren't we? It doesn't matter too much. I think the biggest thing it would have made was give us one more chance to basically get 10 more resources from those. And he does more damage than he does, but the trade-off is survivability, so... Rib bone is a new item. Are you a blunt weapon? You are a blunt weapon. Pretty decently strong. Well-cooked, mysterious chunk of boned creature meat. Sought after by hunters, very nutritious. Good, good, good. Hit points, strength, and offensive, so... Yep. That's another item. We are down to 15 missing. And it increasingly seems like more and more of them are just going to be accessories, as always. So I've been contemplating what I might have missed in the first area. Maybe it's one of the boss fights and maybe it runs from it. And you can only fight those once per playthrough, so if so, that would be pretty annoying. So... But we are gonna go into it with stronger weapons, supposedly, maybe. So maybe we'll have an easier time? Question mark. It does seem to really want me to have that sexy cowboy, huh? I wonder if he can be paralyzed, because we haven't tried paralyzed, so maybe that final boss can actually be paralyzed. It's worth considering, in my opinion. Just looking at what skills people actually have. I wish there was something that just made him less likely to hit you. None of it looks like that's the case. Okay, another Killua 2 is good, because that should be an upgrade. There we go, so it levels up across the board. So we're almost to 70. 2 more runs should get us there. What's this? Is the no enemy run? Guess it decided it might have a few enemies after all. Well, Zeus is a good find. I think we're still using Zeus. Only one level, but probably halfway to the next if I was to guess. Your new skill is max AP. Yep, that's big for you. Your skill is the auto EV conversion. That's not bad. So air raid and laser is your adventure. Yep, and we're back up to getting 30 purification fuel from each of these. Well, we are slowly making our way through. I'm gonna give it another try once I finish this level and get the zoo skill. We're gonna rearrange our party and level up our items, and we're gonna go give it a go. So we got a new item. What did we get? Yatakara, you're a new drone? Oh wow. You got a bunch of stuff on you. You're still stronger than the Mayday. Got air raid and first aid. That's not too shabby. I don't think I'm actually using the Mayday on any of them though, so that's probably not going to matter currently. There we go. Pass that. After all that, we're still at nearly full purification powder. That's pretty wild. You're gonna give us a bigger dude, huh? This version of the barnacle was actually the one I was looking for, but I think there's a one on the first floor. I mean, the hardest part there is actually getting anything to fight you, because like everything is just the smallest pink enemies and blue enemies. barely even think about turning red. That's might be because they don't want the first area to be so dangerous. That's my guess. And yes, I see that gem creature. We're going to go get it. You made bad choices, unfortunately for you. I mean, at this rate, we're getting pretty close to doing a full cycle of this place. I guess we're gonna try for the last two of the items. They're in the top right. I wonder if we've actually fought enough enemies that she gains 3 levels, not just 2. Hi, friend. It's been a hot minute since I saw you. Do I worry about flamethrower? I think I'll do more damage this way. I think I don't worry about it anymore. And the laser array is supposed to cause fire anyway. Yeah, let's try this. Ouch. I did take off my debuff on stackers, so maybe that's what the difference is. That's a thing. And I did reduce my drug count, so yeah, maybe I had this coming. Let's change up what you got going on. Resuscitation. Let's do suction. First aid. Calm mind for yourself. At least you can make your debuffs go away. You are gonna switch up what you're doing a little bit. Much as I would love for that to be what you do, we're going to change up to an air raid and this. I guess that's that. So they're in the negatives. That's interesting. We did resuscitate someone, so that's good. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough, but we are killing it, I think. So maybe what I do is just triple slash, get that going. So yeah, I think that's our current plan. We did win. It wasn't easy. Kinda wish it wasn't just 2 jet hammers, though. Maybe I should have made sure we were doing what we want to. this is my chance to change it back, so yeah. Yeah, looking at what we got going on. So yeah, it doesn't matter whether it's attack or slash. I thought we might have had like the bonus attacks for using that, but we do not. It does seem like we're finally going to get dragged out of this battle. And back to town. We did clear like 2/3 of the map or more. Yep. Makes sense that darn near everyone leveled up at least once. Some of them leveled up twice. And you got EV loading. It's good to have that as an option, but I don't think it really matters at that point. Okay, what have you got going on? Like, offensive. You get bonus. That will actually, that's something you need. Or patience is big. So we are only missing 3 of our questers, by the way, so we got nearly everyone. So now we get to reevaluate how we are doing this. So you are going to switch out with you. And we are going to dress for winning, not just fighting. We are going to remember to upgrade the items that are here too. So you're gonna get a maxed out one of these as well. Don't need to mess with tomahawks. We can get a level 3 tonfa though. Sure, we'll level up the utility poles. Don't need to worry about squeaky hammers. Vipers are set. This is gonna get this to level 3. And our materials are a little jacked, so let's go and disassemble some of the ones we don't need. We're just sorting our way through all these extra items and accessories so it doesn't clog up our inventory. It's a pretty silly amount of these to have, because they just sold like, what, like 10 of them extra? That's pretty wild. Okay, let's go back to fusing them. We ran out of money. Or currency, I guess. So Nailbat's been brought up. 2. And that's gonna max that one out at 3. Good stuff. Cool. And that's a maxed out white crane. Maxed out the sexy cowboy. Maxed out the Sakura. Maxed out the shotgun. Maxed out the pigeons. Looks like Riot Shield is maxed out as well. We already have the Parasite Shield as good as we need it. Let's do a lunchbox, gonna level up a little bit. Okay, we got it down to 12 pages again. Let's take off the accessories that just do that and start giving ourselves some bonuses again. I think we need to have at least one person that has this on. If not 2. So if I can't think of anything else, this might not be a bad choice because it's more hit points and I can raise my defense if I need to. But I think attack is still better. Yeah, I am kind of thinking that we want to just like turtle up. It's like while the afterburner is normally good, I think I want to get something that gives us more defense. So I'm gonna start looking at what accessories do that. This gives me more hit points. The thing is, you can't wear every item either. So the guns are not going to do anything. I don't expect these are going to be defensive. And that would give more drugs, which would, if we survive the round, would be good. But it's very much an if you survive the round, so I think the goal is to just raise our hit points, like I said, so we are going to... Because he can spend every single turn making more drugs. That is something he can actually do, so I'm gonna put on a parasite shield. We're going to leave this on because this gives you the laser and this if we want to. Chip away at him. So this will lower his defense. Light him on fire. You gotta raise your hit points above where they're at. So this is the weak point. This is probably a case where you're going to get the same deal. You're going to get that parasite shield just to give you that extra defense. So parasite shield looks like one we may want to level up, because everyone can seem to wear that. This is recycling and scavenge, so we need to get you something better. And that could be the shockproof suit as well. Because you already get 20 hit points at the end of your round anyway, so you are probably good. So yeah, we're gonna give this a go. So I'm just gonna attack with 3, because while I could do this, I don't need to waste that on it. You are going to work on some stuff. You are going to... So we're gonna do less attack and more buffing. So I think it means that its attacks are slow, so they'll happen later. But that means that anything we do that happens earlier is actually going to be wasted. So I think we're gonna have to go with something like this. So we're gonna have you making drugs every turn. You're gonna do laser. And you're just gonna buff the heck out of yourself for defense. Cause like you're so squish. Very squish. Okay, what can you do? Give you more defense, and you're just gonna do force current. You're gonna slam them once. So yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna turtle it up and take him slow. He doesn't heal very fast. So nobody died, and that's a big improvement. Okay. How are we looking? Well, that's good. So we're gonna yell at them. So the defense has been knocked down a little bit, so we're gonna keep doing that. You're gonna cut back on this. You're gonna start healing people for a little bit. I think this is still a good plan otherwise. They're so angry, so you're gonna heal. Use them. That was a pretty good round. So she has a lot of hate on her, so she doesn't need to do that anymore. Need to start banging in on it, I guess. No, honestly, we still want to try to pull the hate away from them, so maybe we'll still have the bodyguard in there for that. So angry. I think we got this. Look at that. So yeah. we can't do that in this round, then I'm not gonna worry about first aid. We are just going to go all in on Smash. Now our max level is 74. Look at that, we did it. We got a kunai from Ma Man. We even got the usual things from it. Ugu Chibito ceases its death throes and collapses. While dissecting the corpse, you find a large amount of soil inside. It's clean and uncontaminated. There's also a bag labeled as tomato seeds. What a bonus. These are precious commodities that are rarely found anywhere these days. There's a huge manhole where Ogu Chibito is sitting. As you open it nervously, you find a stairway leading deep underground. This dungeon seems to have more depth, but you don't think you can travel further in your vehicle's current state. You want to move forward, but you decide it's best not to overdo it. As far as it goes, you have acquired more than enough. You close the manhole cover is gently. The crusters decide to turn back. Here we go. We have succeed. Look at that. So much credits. So yeah, I'll talk about how I felt about the game. This game has been quite amazing. I actually really liked its aesthetics. It's not perfect. I'll be honest, there were a couple things I feel like it really could have used. And there were mechanics it didn't properly explain. And there were a lot of weapons that were a lot the same. But yeah, the biggest complaint I have is that they just filled everywhere with a lot of debris for almost no reason. Huge, wide open rooms, whatever, but they're just completely filled with those rocks and debris, and you end up spending so many turns just chewing through it. And that's where almost all of your purification fuel goes, just chewing through that. It also would have been good if it saved what your loadouts were for each log out and log back into the game. That would have been pretty cool. But yeah, the music's been great. The humor's been great. And our quest is to be continued. Oh, cool. Look at this. A Game Clear memorial stamp. How fancy. What does the stamp look like? Nah. I was just curious. So now we got a new game plus that we can have as an option. So I'm gonna get this going just so that it occurs. I'm not gonna really dive into it this time. That's gonna be a future stream, but I'm gonna get in here. Clear data has been carried over. A loop playthrough will begin. The game will restart with the following changes to your playthrough experience. Characters that are party members in the clear data. All party members will be carried over and have their stats reset. At the start, one member of each class is randomly selected from the retained members. Maximum of 8 members. Each cycle of the game, one character from among the retained members will reappear. When they reappear they join you without equipment. The maximum number of characters that can appear in a single game is 25. So there's 25 characters, not 1, not 24. Even the carried over characters are not acquired, and even if the carried over characters are not acquired in a given playthrough, they will be carried over into the next playthrough. So if we don't get them again, they will carry over if we beat it again. Good. Weapons possessed in the clear data. All weapons need to be rediscovered. Modifications are retained. Only one accessory of each type will be retained. Undiscovered weapons can still be looked up in-game via the Arms Encyclopedia. Okay. Items can also be discovered when other bases are discovered. Will appear together. For rarity based on progression. Huh, I don't know what that means. So it goes for your strongest in ranking, I think. Oh, so it's more than one page. So there's 9 pages of items being saved. Okay, I was a little worried. So yeah, it's going to save anything that's plussed. So we've been plussing them for a good reason, so they will be carried over plussed. And then anything that is strong enough, like the best of each one, basically. Okay. And one of each accessory, maybe? Hey, maybe it's giving me some extras of some of the stuff. Okay. So your starting weapons you start with are the same as normal. However, you'll get 0 to 3 random ones, any of them. The maximum value of that purification fuel will be retained. Your maximum level +2 per playthrough. Parameter values of some enemies plus per playthrough. So some enemies will get stronger. Yeah, so once we start a loot play, you'll not be able to start a new loot play until you clear the loot play. Yes, I'm ready. So this is who we've got here. Who else have we got? Okay. We got most of what we wanted. Actually, we got a lot of what we wanted. So she was our strongest last time. So we are going to actually move them around to how we want them in the party. So you are here. You're here. I think this was actually close to one of our ideal parties. So everyone is going to be unequipped. And you have treasure radar, so you're going to get us better items anyway. So you're the best with drones. What do you start with? AP up? And you do not. Actually, AP up was one of the last things that these two learned. But you started with AP up. Oh. Why is it being so glitchy? Yeah, see, it says cheap drone here, but when I select it, it actually says something else. Okay. That's a little buggy. Do we have any good accessories? We got a large magazine, that's cute. So let's get the people equipped. You should have the first aid kit, I guess. It's just a random gun. Cool. We got a bat. So you are good with melee, and you've got AP up, so you are going to absolutely get this bat, because the bat kind of has some... has 2 pretty good attacks on it, so you're gonna get the bat. Now, what is nice is that we did actually end up with a gun that's pretty good if we had to use a gun. So there's a reason for you to have this on then, because this will help you with the gun. I never got recycle bullets. That never made sense to me. Portable batteries. This has... This has explosives, so yeah. You catching up with yourself? You're figuring out what they're actually wearing? Cool. That was pretty glitchy for a while, wasn't it? It's still a little glitchy. Wish we had some weapons for you. We don't have anything good that you can use. I suppose you were wearing this originally, so maybe I will actually change things up a little. Okay, then let's actually give you the gun, because I think you can actually use it, I suppose. It's not really what I want to give you. And you just have absolutely nothing you can really use, but it's okay. You're a healer, it just doesn't matter too much. Okay. I think I have to do this first day, and then when I get there, I will save it and we'll exit, and that will be the end of this run through. But yeah, getting New Game Plus going was a little tricksy, as you can see. So bestiary kept over? Oh, so you are number 10, so yeah, we're still missing that 33, so that must be that missing enemy. So 75, huh? See if the levels of enemies have changed. So you're still level 71, so that's the baseline. So these guys had 11 hit points before. They're still at 11, so these guys are not much stronger. So maybe some enemies are stronger, but those ones are not among them? So these two are our best bet for a little bit. Why are you... Oh, did I not change who is... Oh, I can't change who's doing it. Ah, son of a gun. I equipped them, but I guess I couldn't change who was fighting the first day. Sorry guys, I didn't realize that it was gonna be such a pain and then to get this settled in. So you're a melee specialist, and you are more of a shooter, because you got gut. So you are gonna get the gun. And this right here for now. And you are going to get the nail gun. No, like I said, this wasn't who I wanted to have doing this, but it's gonna have to do. Give it this, with the better weapons we are a little stronger ourselves at this point. So that's nice, at least. Other thing as I noticed is that our map isn't something that's saved over, so I won't try as hard to clear it as last time. So we'll do a level up here. Okay, so let's put the people in that we actually want to have in the group. And move around where they are in it. Maybe it'll be less glitchy now that it's running, not like just a fresh thing in there. Okay, I think this is what we're gonna roll with. I'm going to be ending the stream here. I hope you guys have a lovely day and enjoyed the end of that adventure of the main game. And yeah, we're gonna check out New Game Plus going forward. I am excited to see what's different. I'm sure this will play quite a bit different. It'll probably play faster. We're gonna look for that one missing enemy, for sure. I think I just have to fight those bosses, and maybe it'll just spawn in one of the bosses. And if I don't see it in some of them, I'll run. Or if I see it, I will not defeat it until I kill it. But yeah, you guys all take care. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.